Hey guys, it's Jessie. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another filming location. I have new bookshelves. I won't talk about it too much now. It's coming in a separate video, but yes, new bookshelves, so exciting. Today we have a new book haul, maybe to stock up the new bookshelves, who knows. I have so many books here. I'm going to try and not let you see the covers. I have to use my chin because there's so many. There's a lot, plus that's not even all of them. Oh my god. Oh, they're gonna fall there. Please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't fall. Please don't fall. Okay, I'm gonna fall, not someone will hold them. I've also got like 4 hardbacks as well. So a lot of books, a lot of books. I was doing 2 out, 1 in. So I'd read 2 books and then I would get another book. That has not worked. I've just bought a load of books. This is the weirdest intro I've ever done to a video. I feel like I'm so out of sorts because I'm sitting in the corner of my room that I haven't filmed a video in before. I've got this massive pile of books that are about to fall on me. And basically, let's just get into the book haul. I'm sorry if I sound completely weird. Like, I don't know why. But yeah, I'm super duper excited to share all these books with you and I can't wait. So yeah, I'm going to organise these into little piles so it's a little bit easier for me. And yeah, hope you enjoy book hauls and hope you enjoy people ignoring their book buying ban pretty much. Okay, so let's start off with, let's do some secondhand books. I've actually got 2 non-fiction books here, which is so rogue for me. Firstly, I have Sapiens by Yuval Noah Harari. This is basically, as it said on the front, a brief history of humankind. It's long, but I find this so interesting, like kind of ancient human history, I guess. And as I study geography and human geography, it's interesting to see kind of like the science and kind of modern human history and stuff as well. So yeah, I'm really excited about this. On the blurb it just says, fire gave us power, farming made us hungry for more, money gave us purpose, and science made us deadly. So definitely super excited about this one. I have been eyeing it for a while. I was thinking about picking it up in Waterstones, but I actually found it in a charity shop secondhand for £1 and it's pretty decent condition. I'm pretty happy with this. So yeah, excited to read this one. Will I get around to it anytime soon? Probably not. Like, I think I've read 1 of my physical non-fiction books. It's actually so bad, but I am so excited about it. It's definitely on my radar and I think maybe in a break from uni I might be more inclined to pick this up. So yeah, super excited about this one still. Then I have one that my mum gave me, also technically secondhand. This is The Volunteer. It's a war non-fiction, the true story of the resistance hero who infiltrated Auschwitz. So definitely going to be very hard hitting, I think, but it's got very high reviews. It's also got pictures in here, which is very interesting. I love a book that has kind of more than just the words. It kind of keeps you interested more and kind of brings what they're talking about to life. And yeah, I'm super excited for this one too. I don't really know too much about it, but it did win Costa Book of the Year in 2019, but I don't think they do the Costa Awards anymore, which is a shame. Then let's get into one I'm actually kind of part way through. I know the reading vlog I'm filming this week is going up after this video, so I didn't mind starting a couple of books, but I picked up The Maze Runner. So this is technically a new book to me. I did buy it secondhand, but I have read The Maze Runner before. I have the rest of the series, but I think I must have just gotten rid of the first one at some point. I don't know why. I have the rest of the series as I read it when I was younger and I loved it, so I'm excited to get back into it again. I'm not very far through. I need to read more of it today, but yeah, I'm super duper excited to get into this one. I love the story, love the movie, so yeah, excited to reread these books again. And yeah, technically, like, I haven't included this on my new in books list just because I had it before and I've already read it, but let me know what you guys think. Okay, I'll go through the rest of the secondhand ones now. Firstly, we have Death and Croissants by Ian Moore. I got this, I believe it was like 2 for £1 in a charity shop, so I got this literally for 50p. It's not the most amazing quality. It has got some yellowing on the pages, but this I believe is like another cozy mystery, kind of similar vibes maybe to Thursday Murder Club, which I really did enjoy. And yeah, I'm excited to pick this one up. I don't know too much about it. I'm actually going to be reading it for a vlog in September, which might come out the start of October, I'm not too sure. But yeah, I am excited to read this one and this is definitely getting read this month, so I'm excited to see what I think about it. I need better words than excited, to be honest. Then we have a book that I'm very, very interested in. This is The Taking of Annie Thorne by CJ Tudor. I also got this secondhand, I believe it was like £2, and this is basically about a girl that goes missing and then she comes back, but she's like not the same. So I think it's partially horror related. I don't know whether it's paranormal, but I'm very, very intrigued about this. It's also not got proper words on the spine, which makes you think it would be an arc, but I don't think it was. So yeah, it's just a very odd spine, which is interesting. But yeah, super duper interested in this one. I think the concept sounds super intriguing to me, and yeah, I love like a horror thriller type of vibe. I've also heard great things about CJ Tudor, so I really want to read more of their books, or any, to be honest. I haven't read any. Then we have 2 Stuart Turton books, which I'm super duper interested in. I have heard a lot of good things about Stuart Turton, but I've never actually read one of his books. So firstly, we have the 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. Got this for £2, and it's in pretty decent condition. That is like a little leaflet from where I bought the book from. I am super duper excited about this. I believe this is kind of like a time travel, or at least like a time loop, where the person is trying to figure out who the murderer is at this event, and then they're waking up in different people's bodies. So yeah, super duper excited about this. I have no idea what to expect, but it is long and the text isn't small. But yeah, I really like, I'm anticipating really enjoying this one, so hopefully I do. Then I picked up The Devil in the Dark Water. This is such good quality as well. This is like pretty much unread, maybe I'd say. But yeah, I'm super excited to give this one a go. I got it for £1.50. This is, I believe, more of like a historical thriller mystery type of thing, set on a boat in 1634. So not too sure about this one. I don't normally love a historical book, but I have heard good things, so I'm willing to give it a go, and with such good quality as well for like a second-hand book. Literally looks unread, so super excited. Oh my god, I need to stop saying super excited. I am super excited for all of these. Let's just like leave that there. Then I picked up Normal People by Sally Rooney. I've been wanting to read this one for a while because I really do want to watch the TV show, and yeah, I've heard mixed reviews, but I think overall this is a very well liked book. And yeah, I'm excited to see how I feel about the writing style. I've never read a Sally Rooney before, and so I'm definitely very intrigued. I've got a few other of her books on my TBR, like kind of mental TBR rather than physical TBR. But yeah, very intrigued about this. It's definitely short, so I don't think it should take too long to read. It's less than 300 pages, and yeah, I'm definitely very interested in that one too. Then I picked up kind of like a modern classic, which is The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. This is, I believe, like a feminist dystopian, and I'm very intrigued by it. I love a dystopian book, I love a feminist book, so I'm very excited to read this story. I really know so very little about it. I haven't watched the movie / TV show either, and I think I've been very lucky that the kind of main premise of this hasn't been spoilt for me, considering it's such a famous book. So yeah, this is going to be a fun one to read, and I really like the cover. I like the minimalism. I think it's super cool. Then okay, this one was a little bit silly of me, but to be fair, I got these 3 for £1.50. I bought the 2nd, 3rd and 4th books in the Shadowhunters series because look, the spines match. I saw them in a charity shop, like just sitting like that, and I was like, I have to have them. So the first book I do own, have not read, is a different cover. So if I do like it, I will have to be buying the matching covers. I just have to. And yeah, I anticipate liking this because I like a bit of YA, I like a bit of dystopian fantasy. We'll see how I feel, but I have 3, and if I don't like them, it's only £1.50 down the drain. It's not that big of a deal. But I've heard such positive things, like these are quite well loved, even in people that have kind of not been reading them from childhood. So hopefully I do enjoy them. Again, also pretty good condition, like there's a little bit of yellowing, but besides that, like none of the pages are damaged at all. So £1.50, you can't really go wrong, and I think the design, when I get all of them, will look super cool on my shelves. So yeah, kind of had to pick them up. I had to, but the covers, do not love those covers. They are so ugly. Anyway, then this one, I don't know why I picked up. I mean, it was in the 2 for £1.50 with Death and Croissants, but it's like a slightly battered version of Billy Summers by Stephen King, which my boyfriend owns. So not too sure I picked this up, but to be fair, it was like, I know, I think it was 2 for £1. This was like 50p. I have Billy Summers now. I also could technically have read my boyfriend's brand new copy. I think when I want to read it, I probably will read my boyfriend's brand new copy. So not too sure why I chose to buy this, but whatever. It went to charity, the money, so I'm not too mad about it. It's not awful condition, it's just the spine is like super duper cracked. So like I could like have it open and it would be completely bent. But it's fine. I still am intrigued about this book. And yeah, I mean, if we break up, I have a copy, you know? Only joking. I definitely will be stealing his copy to read. Anyway, then I picked up kind of a random one. This is Her Majesty's Royal Coven by Juno Dawson. I've heard good things. This is basically about like a secret society of witches. I think it sounds so fun. But I did buy it in a charity shop, and then after I bought it, the guy behind the till was like, oh, I hope you enjoy it more than I did. And I was like, thanks, cool. But anyway, it was just £1, and firstly the cover, stunning. I absolutely adore this. I think it looks so good. I'd love it face out on my shelves. It looks so nice. And yeah, I don't know anything about the plot of this, like anything at all, but I'm still super excited to give it a go. That probably won't be read super soon, but I'm still super excited for it. And then finally I bought for my TBR, I had to buy Sleeping Giants by Sylvain Louvel. I generated a random book off my want to read list and then had to buy it and read it. And I bought Sleeping Giants from World of Books. This is going to be a tangent, but just listen. So when I bought it, they're like £3 or so on there, and I only buy books that are like new and very good because I like to display them on my shelves. I like to have like high quality books. But when this arrived, it has like the front cover peeling off, and then this cover peeling off the back as well. It's like bent. There's kind of a bit of discolouring on the pages and stuff, and I was like, oh, that's so sad. This is not very good condition in my opinion. So I just filled out their little form online about like having kind of a discrepancy in the condition. I was expecting them to say that I was able to like send it back and then maybe order a new one, because like I was really sad because I feel like you can so clearly tell it's like coming off. And then instead of that, they literally sent me an email immediately and they were like, oh sorry, we're going to send you a replacement. And I was like, oh, perfect, like thank you so much. And that was like the best customer service I have ever had, like ever. Like literally within minutes they were like, cool, we'll send you another one, no worries. You obviously had to submit pictures and stuff, but yeah, I was so pleased about that. So I have always loved Water Books, or Bob, or whatever they're called, but love them even more now because I had like the most minor issue. And yeah, very pleased now that I'm getting another copy. So I will be donating this one to the charity shop, but it's just kind of like a placeholder till my nicer copy comes in. But yeah, so very pleased that I'm getting another one. That was so like nice of them. Anyway, I am now going to be moving on to books that I bought new. There is actually so much more charity books than new books, which I'm super happy about because I'm definitely trying to be more sustainable in all my purchases in all my life. So buying secondhand is always best. Sometimes I do just love to also just treat myself to book shopping first hand as well, especially for like new releases and books that like I'm really interested in that I wouldn't necessarily see in the charity shop. And also sometimes like in the works and stuff, it's literally cheaper than the charity shop. But I have kind of a random mix here. Firstly, I'll go for, most of these are thrillers, I guess, so I will first go for the one that isn't, which is Powerless by Lauren Roberts. I heard this described by Sarah Caroli as like Hunger Games fantasy, and I knew nothing else about it, and I bought it immediately. I got it for £5 in the works, which I didn't think was too bad. This is also so pretty. It has like designs on all of the like chapter pages. It looks absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, I'm super duper excited about this one. I know literally nothing about it. It's long as well. It's like over 500 pages, but I'm really intrigued by it and I'm super excited to yeah get into it. I've started getting a little bit more into fantasy after I've kind of read a bit of cozy fantasy, but then after reading like 7 at the Wings of Night, super excited to jump into another fantasy book. So yeah, that is another one that I picked up recently. Then I have, let's do kind of like a general fiction. This one I've also partially started. I'm like 40 pages in. This is Us Against You by Frederick Backman. I bought this with my Waterstones points. I was very happy that I had enough credit on my stamps card and I got this one for free, so that was super fun. And this is basically the sequel to Beartown, which was a 5-star read for me. You can't really see my favourite shelf, it's the one above this one, which is a bit annoying, but yeah, it's up there on my favourite shelf. I absolutely adored it. I loved the writing, and the writing is just as good as this one. It is stunning. So yeah, I was super duper excited to pick this one up, and I'm also super duper excited to continue on with it. So yeah, I really love Frederick Backman's writing. I adored Beartown, so yeah, this is a very high priority TBR, as you can tell. I've already started it. Then we have a horror, and I picked up Cabin in the Woods by Paul Tremblay. I read a short story by him, and now I have another short story collection by him as well that I haven't read yet. This is the only full-length novel by him that I own, and this was like £2 in the works, like reduced. And yeah, I'm super duper excited about it. It is the book that inspired Knock at the Cabin, I believe, and I believe it's about a group of people that go to this little cabin that a girl and her parents are living in, and they're saying like, we have to kill you to save the world type of vibe. I'm not too sure, but I think it's gonna be creepy, it's gonna be good, and I'm super excited about it. It's not too long either. It's like just over 300 pages, and yeah, super duper interested in this one. I've definitely been getting a little bit more into horror, like dipping my toe in, which is super duper fun. Then we have like a mystery short story collection type of thing, and that is Marple. This is basically 12 retellings or kind of stories inspired by Miss Marple, who is an Agatha Christie character. The authors in here are Naomi Alderman, Leigh Bardugo, Alyssa Cole, Lucy Foley, Ellie Griffith, Natalie Haynes, Jean Kwok, Val McDermid, Karen M. McManus, Dredra Say Mitchell, Kate Moss and Ruth Ware. I've read Ruth Ware, Lucy Foley and Karen M. McManus before, and heard of Leigh Bardugo, Alyssa Cole and Natalie Haynes, and I'm excited to see all the other authors too. So yeah, I think this is going to be super fun and I'm very excited for this one. Another priority TBR for me. Then we have a book by the author of Wrong Place Wrong Time, also on my favourite shelf, and that is Gillian McAllister, and I got this one for £2.50 in the works, and it's called Everything But the Truth. I know absolutely nothing about it. I think it's like a domestic thriller, which I don't really dislike. I know a lot of people dislike, but I haven't really had any issues with them in the past. So yeah, I'm excited to give this one a go. I'm very intrigued. I loved her writing and I loved the story in Wrong Place Wrong Time, so super excited to pick up one of the books off her backlist and see what it's like. And then finally, before we get into the hardbacks, I have a book that I actually already finished, and that is Murder in the Family by Cara Hunter. This is going super viral at the moment. I have no idea why, but I don't know if you guys can see, she's mixed media. I adore mixed media. I have not given a mixed media less than 4 stars. It's like my favourite format of a book, probably my favourite trope, I guess, if you could say. And this is a mixed media thriller. I did predict the ending a little bit before the end, and it also thought I'd had kind of like the whole way through, but this was a little bit camp in the way that, like, I feel like the finger was pointed at everyone. Like, I loved it and I loved the format of it too. This was a 5-star for me, I can't lie. I had such a fun time with this and I absolutely adored it. I couldn't stop reading. It was like a proper page turner, and yeah, I just love murder mysteries. I love mixed media. Like, that is just like my favourite thing ever, and yeah, I had such a fun time with this. I don't know why it's gone so viral, but would highly recommend. And then finally, we've got some 2023 releases. So firstly, we have one that I actually did find in a charity shop, but it did come out earlier this year. I got this for £1, and this is The Things We Do to Our Friends. I've heard really mixed reviews on this, to be honest, but I believe it is like a dark academia mystery type of thing, and I'm still super intrigued about it. I love to pick up new releases, and seeing this for £1 in the charity shop, I literally could not say no. I also love the kind of like snaky vibes. I don't know if you can see, there's like snake skin on it, and like the snake is a little bit reflective. So yeah, I don't know when I'll pick this one up, but hopefully this year, because I do like a dark academia book and I do like to read new releases. So yeah, very exciting that I found that one in a charity shop. We have 2 books that I'm pretty sure, firstly, I do want to read them anyway, and secondly, I'm pretty sure they're going to be in the Goodreads Choice Awards for Mystery Thriller, and I do want to do that video again this year. So firstly, we have None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. This is like a podcast, lightly mixed media thriller mystery, and I'm super duper excited about this one. This is one that I might pick up before that video, just because I'm so intrigued by it. I've heard really excellent things. This has got really solid reviews. I know Lisa Jewell is a very popular thriller author. I have 2 of her other books, I just haven't read them yet. And yeah, overall super duper excited for this one, and yeah, that's probably one of my most anticipated. Then we have Just Another Missing Person by Gillian McAllister, again author of Wrong Place Wrong Time and Everything But the Truth. This is her 2023 release, and this is basically about a detective investigating a disappearance, but she can't actually solve it, or something bad will happen to her family, I believe. I can't remember, but yeah, sounds very intriguing. I loved what she did with Wrong Place Wrong Time, so super excited to give this one a go. And then finally, one of my most anticipated reads I haven't heard too many people talking about, but I heard Meg with Books speak about it, and also I have seen it in Waterstones before, and that's kind of what piqued my interest, and it is Mr. Magic by Kirsten White. And this is basically, I believe, about like a kids TV show where like something bad happened and it got cancelled, and all of the episodes are like scrubbed from the air, and then the cast come back together to try and figure out what's gone on, I believe, or maybe they're like lured back together in form of a trap. I'm not too sure, but super excited about this one. It's really short, it's like less than 300 pages, and I'm absolutely dying to pick this one up. The vibes I think are going to be incredible. It's kind of giving me like 90s, early 2000s nostalgia, and I'm super excited for it. So yeah, those are all the books I've picked up recently. I will give a little count up to see how many we've got. 25 books, that is a lot. I think this might be tied for one of my biggest book hauls I've ever done. There are so many books here. Book Buying Ban, gone, 2 out, 1 in, not going well. But I don't think I will buy many more books. I did make some pre-orders as well, guys, like I can't control myself. But yeah, I'm super duper excited for all of these books. If you want to see any specific ones in reading vlogs, let me know down below. But yeah, I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a like down below, hit subscribe, turn on the bell to join a little club, and make sure you turn on all notifications, then you'll be notified every single time I post a new video. If you want to watch one of my other videos, there'll be 2 on the screen now to pick from, as well as a low linked up in the cards from earlier. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.